Hello, how are you? Happy Sunday and happy Sleep Awareness Week. That's actually what today starts. So I know we've all lost an hour of sleep, which is the perfect time to talk about your sleep health, your sleep, everything really. So some of you may know I have narcolepsy and I spent literally my whole life trying to figure out what it was. So this Sleep Awareness Week is kind of a big deal for me. So I am actually going to be talking about it for over the next few days. So it goes from March 14th to the 20th. So I'll do something different every day. But I wanted to start today with just the basics of sleep, really. I mean, everybody has it and you know how you feel when you don't have it. So, just to start with, the National, I have notes, so sorry if I keep looking, but the National Sleep Foundation, they do an annual poll, and last year it says that on average of American adults that 64% say they're overly tired. The average is like 3 days a week, and the number one remedy, I guess you would call it, is just shaking it off and like, wake up, wake up. Like, that's it. That's the extent of, looking into it that people do. So that's a little worrisome, but obviously everybody can relate to being tired. We've all been tired, and it's when should you worry? But we'll get into that too. But just for starters, I don't know if anybody is aware of the recommended amount of sleep, but it is now 7 to 9 hours for 18 to 64-year-olds. Between 7 and 9 hours. And then over 65, they say 7 to 8 hours should be okay. That's provided you're getting the right sleep and, you're, I can't even think of the word, whatever, repairing your body kind of sleep. Restorative. Oh my gosh, sorry. Not think of the word. So how do you know if you're getting enough sleep? Which, it seems kind of basic and you would know. But like I said, those are the recommended hours for each group. But what causes lack of sleep? Which, it's kind of self-explanatory, but the amount of stress, the amount of worry, just racing thoughts, all these kind of things obviously is going to affect your sleep. So, but some not so obvious ones, which, if you go to bed stressed, you're going to have a hard time sleeping. That's a given. But, some other things are like age. Over 65, that does start to affect your heart sometimes, and that's going to interfere with sleep. Again, this anxiety, depression, pain, if you have cancer, all those kind of things that not only physically and mentally hurts you, but it affects your sleeping. And I think everybody is aware of how important sleep is, because without restorative sleep, you're useless. We've all had the nights where you don't have much, but like I said, with narcolepsy, I'm running on empty all the time. So I can definitely relate, but for people that don't have actual sleep conditions or disorders, you can definitely relate too. But so honestly, I know you guys all know these things, but not addressing them and just like burning the candle at both ends that people say, hi, Debbie, is the longer you avoid dealing with it and the longer you go just running on empty, I call it, is you're actually introducing some way more serious risks of heart problems. Blood pressure, obviously. There's a lot of other serious health conditions that can come from ignoring the fact that you don't get actual good sleep. So don't avoid it. Obviously, not everybody has something wrong because they can't sleep, but don't ignore it. And aside from some of the obvious symptoms of that you're not getting much sleep is inability to concentrate, which I'm pretty sure everyone's experienced this at some point or another. Difficulty with memory, puffy eyes, dark circles, that kind of thing. And believe it or not, hungrier and weight gain. So if you have ever been stuck not being able to lose weight, and it could be a combination of things, but sleep is probably the #1 issue with you not being able to lose weight. So, like I said, it is the most important thing you can do for your body, so don't take that lightly. Yeah, the longer you go, heart disease, blood pressure, stroke, actually mental health will definitely suffer. So just wanted to go over a couple basic things. I mean, it's sleep. We all know it and familiar with it. But over the next few days, I wanted to talk more about things because it's Sleep Awareness Week. And I know there are lots of sleep disorders that people are familiar with. And then there's like mine. And they say narcolepsy and you're like, they think that's all this is. And it's not. So I definitely will get into that and break some stereotypes and understand it and all this kind of stuff. So just today was an introduction, and then if just a couple tips is to get on a good sleep hygiene schedule regimen is turn your screens off. Like try at least an hour before bed, turn them off, because the artificial light from the screens that suppresses your melatonin, and then you just can't. So if you have trouble falling asleep, turn the screens off. Don't eat huge meals like within a couple hours of bed. Don't drink caffeine late in the day, or, alcohol. They say limit it, just, try one and not right before bed. So any of those little things can help, and getting on a schedule. That is the most important thing, like we do with babies. You try to have a time, at least within like a half hour, that you do, like bed at this time, wake up at this time, whether you need to or not. Train yourself to get in a habit like that, and it will help. So just a little bit for today, and I will be back tomorrow. I'll tell you my whole big fun story of narcolepsy, and I have lots of other information. So if you are looking for things right now, you can send me a message. I can send you my top sleep apps that I love, and I'll get you those. And then over the next few days, I'll have lots of resources for you, and like the Epworth sleepiness scale, sorry. So I'll have all those and some links and stuff. So if you're interested, let me know, and I'll get you all the resources that you can learn even more about. But we got a whole week of this stuff. So you guys enjoy your Sunday, and I will be back tomorrow. Thanks.